The old lighthouse keeper, Silas, squinted at the churning sea. For 50 years, he'd watched the waves crash against the jagged rocks, a tireless sentinel against the storms. Tonight, though, felt different. The wind howled a mournful song, and the waves were unusually high, their crests tipped with an eerie phosphorescent glow. He gripped his mug of lukewarm tea, a familiar comfort in the face of the unfamiliar. Suddenly, a piercing cry cut through the wind, a sound unlike any he'd ever heard before. It was a desperate, almost human wail, rising and falling with the rhythm of the tempest. Silas, his old bones aching, grabbed his binoculars. Through the driving rain, he saw it. A small sailboat, tossed about like a toy in the monstrous waves, a single figure clinging precariously to the mast. The boat was clearly sinking fast. Silas didn't hesitate. He was old, his joints creaked, and his heart pounded in his chest like a trapped bird. Yet, the years of solitude hadn't dulled his sense of duty or his compassion. He raced down the winding stairs, his boots thudding against the stone. The storm raged, a furious beast determined to keep him from his task. Rain lashed at his face, blurring his vision, but he pressed on, his determination fueled by the faint, desperate cries from the sea. He reached the shore, the wind nearly tearing him from his feet. The waves crashed around him, icy fingers trying to pull him under, but he fought back, his resolve hardened by the sight of the struggling figure in the distance. With a strength he didn't know he possessed, Silas launched the small rescue boat he kept moored nearby. The journey was treacherous, a brutal dance with the unforgiving ocean. Each wave threatened to swallow him whole, but he navigated with the skill of a lifetime spent battling the sea. Finally, he reached the stricken sailboat, just as it began to disappear beneath the waves. He pulled the young woman, barely conscious and shivering, into his boat, her eyes wide with terror and gratitude. Getting back to shore was a struggle, but Silas persevered, his heart pounding with relief as they finally reached the safety of the lighthouse. He wrapped the young woman in a thick blanket, his calloused hands gentle as he tended to her minor injuries. As she sipped the hot tea he offered, she told him her story, a tale of a sudden storm and a desperate struggle for survival. Silas listened, his own life's journey mirroring her ordeal. He had weathered many storms, both literal and metaphorical, and this rescue felt like a culmination of those experiences, a testament to the enduring power of human resilience and the unwavering call of duty. When dawn broke, painting the sky in soft pastels, the storm had passed, leaving behind a serene calm. The young woman was safe, and Silas, the old lighthouse keeper, stood tall, a silent guardian against the relentless power of the sea, his heart filled with a quiet sense of fulfillment.